What's up, Star Wars fans? Today we're going to talk about your biggest question after Episode 7 of The Bad Batch, and that is, where was Rex going after Episode 7? He specifically said he was meeting somebody after he helped out the Bad Batch remove their inhibitor chips. And I think the best place to start is with what we know from the Bad Batch series so far, and that is that Rex first went to meet Cut Lawquane after he parted ways with Ahsoka Tano. And the interesting thing is that Rex does mention in Episode 7 that there are these rare clones that didn't actually follow Order 66, and hey, Cut Lawquane, he was one of those clones. So then could Rex be off to rendezvous with Cut and his family? Well, he could be, but if we look at the discussion between Hunter and Rex at the end of Episode 7, I don't think that's very likely. You see, Rex is talking to Hunter about still fighting for the Republic, and even though Hunter reminds him that the Republic is gone, Rex states that the ideals that the Republic stood for can still be fought for. So to me, it certainly doesn't sound like he's going to be rendezvousing with Cut and his family, because they're probably trying to lay low and avoid any sort of fighting. So naturally, the next question for me at least, since I'm a huge Ahsoka Tano fan, is could Rex be going to meet Ahsoka Tano at this point in the timeline? I mean, in Episode 6, we got a lot of hints that Ahsoka might be returning, and after that episode, I really thought she might be coming back. But there's something that made me think otherwise in Episode 7, and that is the fact that Tech goes ahead and confirms that the Empire has Rex listed as dead. And that lines up perfectly with the Ahsoka novel. So although there were some changes made to Star Wars canon at the beginning of the Bad Batch, I think when it comes to Ahsoka Tano and what she's doing at this point in the timeline, Dave Filoni's going to stick pretty close to what happened in that Ahsoka novel. And while we're on the topic of Episode 6, one of those big connections to Ahsoka Tano was Trace and Rafa from the Clone Wars Season 7, and it would seem like Ahsoka put Rex in contact with those two, and that they might all be working together. So certainly Rex could be off to rendezvous with Trace and Rafa, because after all, in Episode 6, Trace and Rafa were able to secure the data from the tactical droid, and no doubt they're going to take some action in using that. But I should also say that there is a popular theory out there that Rex and the Martez sisters are all working for Bail Organa. After all, directly after Order 66 in the Rise of the Empire, Bail Organa was one of the first individuals to start organizing a rebellion against the Empire. But I really don't think that's the case, because when Trace and Rafa contact Rex, the first thing they mention is that they've actually been successful on their mission, which makes me think that Rex is the one that sent them on the mission in the first place. And that Rex and the Martez sisters, they're not working for Bail Organa, but they do seem to be starting their own rebel cell. I mean, Rex basically states as much at the end of Episode 7 when he talks about how he's fighting for the Republic, as I've already mentioned earlier in this video. So certainly Rex could be going to meet a multitude of other characters. I mean, Saw Gerrera we've already seen in the Bad Batch. He could be going to meet him. He could also be going to meet up with some other clones, as he did mention in the episode that there were some clones that didn't execute Order 66. But unfortunately, I really don't think he's going to meet with any crazy mystery character, because it just makes a lot of sense that he'd be rendezvousing with Trace and Rafa. But hey, Star Wars fans, that's my crazy speculation for today. Let me know in the comments below what you think. As always, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.